Hi there, we're into taxi vlog number 135. It is halfway through December. It is the evening of the 14th. In only a week, we will have winter solstice. That means that the days will be going longer again, which I can't wait for. I can't wait for the days to get long again. Oh, maybe I can book in now. Okay, I should be booked in as soon as this thing stops clicking. Nobody drove this thing today. It was cold and all the settings are just the way I left them, which in a way is nice, but in a way it's not because I'm in a cold, damp car. It has been raining like, let's just say it's been pissing a lot. It's so wet and close to freezing that when I go out of the car for a few minutes to fuel it up in the morning, say, the wet and the cold and the wind chill takes the heat from my brain so fast that I get a headache. You would think I would wear a hat, right? Well, for the most of the night I don't need it. I just sit here and drive, and I got the heater on, although it may take a little while to get warm. This week, the Friday was incredibly busy, one right after another, and connected from beginning to the end of the night. I made a lot of money. Saturday, I was burdened with a lot of really short trips, and so I worked as hard as I did on Friday, but I didn't make as much money. And then, well, Sunday was so dead that I think in the first 2 hours of being out there, I had one fare. And after another hour, I had another fare. And fortunately, after midnight, the child tax credit was deposited into people's bank accounts automatically. And so low-income families went straight to Walmart with their debit cards. And so I had a couple of fares out of Walmart, taking the entire family and the kiddies and all of their stuff home at 3 in the morning. Had a couple fares like that. And then just when I thought my night was gonna be a total flop, it was about 10 minutes to 4, and I was just dozing off in the parking lot after having watched about 50 YouTube videos. Yes, 50 in one night, that's a lot. That means I was not busy. I got a call, and it was not a time call, it was just a call. And this lady went out to the airport for $60. So that really made my night. That was the Sunday night. It turned out okay. Now Monday night, which was last night, because now it's... No. Sunday night. That was... I'm confused now. I think it's Tuesday night now. Yeah, that's right. See, a couple of months ago I switched my nights off from Tuesday and Wednesday to Wednesday and Thursday, and 2 months later I'm still not quite acclimatized to the change. I had Tuesday and Wednesday off for such a long time, for several years, that I'm still used to that rhythm, and so to me it feels like Monday even though it is Tuesday night. Okay, so much for that explanation. So last night I came out here, and after about an hour I had one fare. It was one of those short fares where you take the family home from the Walmart. And yeah, Walmart's open 24 hours now this time of year, probably until the 24th. So if I need something at any time, I can just go to Walmart and get it. They should do that all year. There are other places in the world where they do, but not in Victoria. Victoria is so backwards. At 6 o'clock usually they roll up the sidewalks, and this is why it's quiet right now at 8 o'clock when I come out to work. So I envision it being quiet again tonight, like it was last night. Anyways, I went there and sat there for another hour watching videos, waiting for things to happen. And I got a call to an apartment building. It was one of those apartment buildings. Actually, it's the one I used to live in years ago when I started on YouTube. Okay. And, you know, it's a motel style thing where you can see the door of the place. And I called on the phone, there was no answer. I went up to the apartment, which was on the second floor. I knocked on the door, there was no answer. No load. So after that, I got sent to Walmart again, right away, and took this guy home. And after dropping him off, I had about 5 trips in a row. Blam, 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 blam. I said to myself, after this Walmart guy, I'm going to call Cindy. So I called Cindy on the phone, and after a couple of fares actually, and then I just turned a corner and somebody was waving at me, so I told Cindy, sorry, gotta go, bye, I'll call you back. So I loaded and did another fare and did another fare and did another fare, and then I was able to talk to Cindy for a while. It was almost midnight. She says, you're getting kind of late. I said, well, it just happened that I got busy just after I thought, you know, okay, one fare and then I'll call you, but it ended up being 5 fares, so it took a little longer. I'm kind of tired now. I think I slept from 8 in the morning till 5:30 in the evening. And Cindy made some butter chicken. Huge plate of butter chicken and rice and veggies. And I'm all energized for the night now. Yes, I am. I'm not doing too bad with the SAD. Some days are better than others, and some days are worse than others, I guess. Oh yeah, so last night I kept on going, and I didn't do too badly, you know. It was about 3:30 in the morning. I get this call to an address where Rob and Jake used to live, or so he said on a very early taxi vlog. If you look back at the comments, though, nobody would, you would see that that was the house that Rob and Jake lived in, or Rob did before Jake was born, or some damn thing. Anyway, I'm getting away from myself. 3 guys got in, 3 guys in their early 20s, and one of them was acting bizarre, but the other 2 were okay, so it wasn't too bad. We ended up taking them out to the peninsula. So the first one went to Brentwood Bay and gave me $40 after going into the house and coming back out with it. And the other 2 guys went out to Sydney, near where GVKH 16 lives. Yeah, if you're watching, Steve, I do remember you. And dropped them off, and they gave me another $30 on top of the 40 that I had already, which was nice. So I came back into town, and I sat there again, and I watched a few videos, and I was getting kind of sleepy because one of them was about 12 minutes long, and it was just a 12-minute long vlog. I won't say whose it is. And no, don't go guessing, okay? That's not fair. I fell asleep because I was tired, not because the vlog was boring, okay? I don't watch boring vlogs. If I find you boring or in other ways uninteresting, I will unsubscribe and never watch you again. Just so you know. So I was just leaning my seat back like this here. And, oh, green light. I was leaning my seat back like that and closing my eyes, and this thing went beep again, like it's doing now. Okay. Bad communications, not delivered, yippee. Okay, well, we'll have to wait for book 68. Give them the message that I did not get it. And it's saying on a trip. Click, click. I hate this thing. Did you get your trip? I don't. Beep yourself, asshole! Fuck off! God damn it, can't a guy make a phone call no more? Yeah, hi, it's Andy in 61. No, I did not get my trip. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to turn around and go there. Yep. Oh, all right, yeah, you can send it to my MDT. I can't write. I can't write while I'm driving. No, no. You know, even after 18 years, I haven't got that down yet. No, sorry. Thank you. Bye. At least now I know where to go. See, don't use your cell phone and drive, children. Don't. It'll get people to beep at you. Fuck. So, where was I now? Oh yeah, just when I was falling asleep, I got this call. It was to the Walmart. Picked up these two young girls and they went out to the peninsula again for another 40 bucks. So my night last night was made. The rent money is in the bank 2 weeks in advance of when it should be there. Now all the money I make in the next week will go for paying my taxes. Yeah. Income tax, harmonized sales tax, tax, and the tax that you pay to your, well, it's not really a tax. It's the fees for the bankruptcy trustee. Hope yours is better than mine. Have a good night.